Hi, I'm Benton's dad, aka Alan, and this video update is brought to you by the number 2. I picked up 2 cards off eBay this week. I received 2 TTMs with 2 signed cards in each one of them, and I got a 2 cool contest prize from Tony Black. I'm going to share all that with you. Let's start with the contest win. Tony had a simple trivia contest recently, and I was fortunate enough to have my name come up on the wheel. Tony sent me a package that included some TTM fuel, some cards for my PC, and a note. It says, Alan, here's your prize pack for winning the trivia contest. The top of the stack is TTM fuel. I didn't realize Dan McGinn had passed away until I got the card home from my LCS. Can't wait to see the cards come back with some ink. Go Cubs, go, Tony. Well, I went ahead and sorted these cards for presentation. The first 3 are football, and I'm sure these are meant as TTM fuel. He sent this card of Hall of Famer Leroy Kelly, 1970 tops. Then he sent me a card picturing Alan Pinkett, a running back for the Oilers. I assume that this card was chosen because his name is Alan and he spells it the same way I do. And this score 1990 rookie card of Tim Grunhard, who played for the Chiefs. Okay, then he sent baseball cards. The first one is a 1972 Twins rookie stars, and this will probably be the first, well, it will be the first card that goes out for ink, because Tony must have been tapping into to my mental processes, because I had been thinking about sending to Steve Bry, who played a significant role in a controversial moment in Royals history in 1976. I will elaborate on that after I send it out and hopefully receive it back signed. And he also included the aforementioned McGinn card from 1970 and some 1970 pilots, Tommy Harper, Bob Locker, John Kennedy, Jerry McNerney, who does sign TTM, Marty Patton, who, like Kennedy, is deceased, and Locker, Phil Roof, who's a good TTM signer, Danny Walton, and then some Royals from 1970, Wally Bunker, who's a good TTM signer, as is Tom Bergmeyer and Dick Drago. Edgar Patrick is no longer with us, and neither is Paul Shaw, who was George Brett's predecessor at third base for the Royals. And he sent this 69 Ken Berry, who lives in Topeka, Kansas, the capital of our great state. And then some vintage for my PC. Catcher Clint Courtney, this 1961 tops, showing him with the Kansas City A's. This 1957 tops, Joe DeMaestri, also with the Kansas City A's. And the PA Steel Resistance, this 1955 tops of Forrest Spook Jacobs. He received his nickname because of his uncanny ability to get on base without hitting the ball very hard, with grounders through the holes in the infield and bloop singles over the infielders' heads, and his play around second base. So he became known as Spook. Okay, let's go to eBay. Received a couple of the 2 cards I was missing for my Fort Scott Community College project. First is this card, minor league card signed by Rick DeHart, who also lives in Topeka. It shows him with the Omaha Royals. His last appearance in Major League Baseball was with Kansas City. He went 0-2, so he had a short stay in the major leagues, but nonetheless he made it, and he began his collegiate career at Fort Scott Community College. And then, probably after Adam LaRoche, the most successful major leaguer to have played at Fort Scott is John Means, who's recovering from Tommy John surgery with the Orioles. But he threw a no-hitter. I think it was the 10th in Orioles history. And he too began his collegiate career at Fort Scott Community College. Okay, now that brings us to the TTMs. I did get a couple, like I said. Got an Olympic return from figure skater Scott Hamilton, who won gold in the men's singles in 1984 in Sarajevo. He signed this Hall of Fame, Impel Hall of Fame card, and then this Upper Deck card. So thank you, Mr. Hamilton. And I already showed you the crude custom that I sent to Gary Roggenberg, showing him as a member of the Seattle Pilots, and he returned that sign. After I got that back, I remembered that, or I didn't remember, I was looking through some cards and ran across these two Topps cards, Mr. Roggenberg, that Math Bowler had sent me. So I popped these in the mail, and it was a quick return. Got these back, this 68 Topps and this 67 Topps. I informed Mr. Roggenberg that he could keep this 67, but he signed it and sent it back anyway. So thank you. Well, that's my update. I want to thank you for watching and wish everybody peace, love, and a whole lot of understanding.